And first thing is to approve the agenda.
If we could have an amendment, please. Staff Sergeant Cody is not available to do the delegation.
Oh, that's amended?
As amended, okay. All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, then we go to accounts payable.
For information.
Matt? Okay. Any questions? Matt?
EFT 1620, unit 195 prep dozer for repairs for $2,900. What kind of prep are we talking here? Do we know?
Yes.
1.6 which?
So in order for repairs, I think it was fitting that was doing the
Ye-
repairs.
yes.
They needed to have it specially washed with certain chemicals.
Yep.
Yep. That is correct.
Why does it have
Okay.
to be washed with certain chemicals?
Just because it's out there so often, it gets so full of grime, we have to go underneath and wash the undercarriage so they could properly access the panels
Oh, is this at the dump?
at the landfill,
That's
yes.
the landfill. Oh, okay, sounds good.
Okay, anything else? Yep, Chris?
I wasn't here for it, I was out of town, but the tree lighting event, we paid Karate Kids to come out?
We did for certain events, yes.
Okay, I just thought maybe it'd be too cold for that.
It was really warm that night.
Was it?
Mhm.
Yeah, right, we haven't had winter.
In case you
until
noticed, it's
recently.
been a pretty warm.
Haven't had winter till yesterday.
Right, well, it feels like 2 months for me already, so
Okay, anything else?
Larry's
Yeah.
good.
Larry?
EF 0006409, ISIL Engineering and Land Services. I wonder what that was for.
We can look that one up, Mike.
Those were payments for the land use bylaw update.
Oh, okay. And through the chair again, EFT 000001607 for ACOM Limited, project management for $3,000. What did we have managed?
That was a landfill.
What's that for the new cell?
That was to determine the new cell cost estimate.
Oh, okay. That's it, sir.
That's it? James?
For MPE engineering for EFT 6457 and WSP 6466, those are both project related. Are those our final payments for both of those projects, or
Which ones are you talking about?
the arena and Second Street?
We've received the last payment, or the last invoice for the construction of both of them. I think we might be waiting on engineering services for both still. I will have to check on that, though.
Or we're paying more engineering on top of?
Well, they're the project they're the construction engineers, so we pay those after the fact of the
Right.
final construction bill.
Project management, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, okay, yeah.
Kathy?
EFT 0006403, City of Medicine Hat, for $19,392 and change. I was just sort of curious, it's a fire investigation
No, and a power upgrade.
and a power upgrade?
Yes, it's a combination. It's the one project on there plus fire investigation.
Okay, what's the breakdown, how much to each?
Like 17 or 18 grand for the power upgrade.
Fire investigation can't be much.
The fire
But you never
investigate,
know.
the fire investigation was $700, and the Electrical service was 18,600.
So the city did the upgrade, we didn't have electricians do it?
Well, no, it was to bring three-phase power from the transformer into the building, that's city utility.
Oh.
Okay, anything else? Okay, all in favor of the information? Okay. And we go on to minutes, council minutes for December the 11th.
I'll move for adoption.
Any concerns or questions? All in favor? And that's carried. Emergency Advisory Committee meeting.
For information.
Okay, Larry, any questions or concerns? All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, Cypress View Foundation, staff report.
I'll move for option. Guess I never reviewed the options.
Number one?
No, we gotta give them the money.
Go for
Oh,
it,
number,
Richard.
Number two, yeah, we gotta give them the money.
motion number one, not option number one. They've got it worded really weird again.
Oh, okay. Well, direct administration to pay Cypress View the $101,126.
Okay, so that's motion number one.
Okay.
Okay,
Really?
And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
include,
it is, yeah, okay. Options,
You were
option
saying it-
two, motion number one.
My understanding is you're receiving it for information and including that 101, 126 and that 24 operating budget.
What?
Yes. I think that's what
How can I receive it for information and also change our budget though?
I think he's just saying that, oh, that's what it says right there. That's how they worded the motion.
Yeah. That's the proper word of motion, yeah, okay. I'm fine with that.
okay, all in favor?
Well, and then,
Oops, sorry.
Whoa, Jim, you're just on a roll tonight. Holy smokes, man.
you got your soaps recorded that you gotta get home and watch or what?
Yeah,
So, just to give an update on the reason for the increase, that it wasn't the 2% that we thought, was because we always thought, I don't know if it was you guys that thought that as well, but I know Dwight and I talked about it, we thought that it was just per capita. And what they're really doing is they're using it like a tax, and it's going on our tax assessment for all of our properties, for our assessment values. So our assessments must have gone up a little more than the county and the city. So that's why we were seeing that. So what they're doing is they're taking the investment, or the assessment in Medicine, the assessment in Cypress County, our assessment, coming up with a number proportionate from that. And then, I don't know who was doing it, if it was them or us, then saying, okay, that number, let's say it's $5,800 that we owe them, then saying, well, we got 5,800 people, that's $1 per head. So it's really not based upon per capita, it's based upon assessment. You guys tired of me talking yet?
No, keep it going.
I'm done.
I'm tired of it.
Is that about right? Okay.
Yes.
Did you guys
Okay.
think it was on, per capita before as well?
That was my understanding, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and what it is it wasn't really based on that. Somebody turned it into per capita, which you could turn any number into per capita, I suppose. But anyways, that's it.
okay, now, all in favor? And that's carried. Okay, next one is the Community Peace Office, Officer Memorandum of Agreement of Understanding.
I'll move that we approve the memorandum of understanding between the town and the RCMP with the term expiring October 31st, 2024 as presented, and direct Mayor Patrick to endorse the same.
Okay, any discussion on that? All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, and policy 043, public notification of meetings.
There's one before that, Jim.
009.
Oh, 09, I'm sorry. Selection of members of boards and commissions.
I'll move that it be approved as presented.
Okay, any discussion on that? And all in favor? And that's carried. Okay, now we go to 043, public notification of meetings.
I'll make that motion.
Oh.
Matt?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move for it to be approved as presented.
Okay, any discussion on that? All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, policy 143, donation to organization programs, events and activities.
I'll make that motion.
And Chris?
Option 1 as presented.
Okay, and any discussion on that?
Give me 1 second here if you don't mind. I thought I had something. Just trying to jog my memory. Okay, sorry.
Nothing?
Yep.
Okay, all in favor? And that's carried.
Just trying to
Oh.
think and nothing happened.
Okay, then we go to
Pretty
correspondence.
normal, isn't it?
Letter from Municipal Affairs.
I'll move that we receive it for information.
Okay,
Is anybody else going to that virtual meeting, by the way? Did anybody sign up for it?
I did not. Is that the one that Tyler sent out?
I
With
don't know
Amy
who sent it out,
Meanies?
but Bonnie sent it out as well again.
It's on January 18th from 4:30 to 6.
I need the course that
Okay.
okay, all in favor? And that's carried.
day. Oh,
Okay, Municipal Affairs, Minister, how do you pronounce his name?
MacGyver.
Driver.
MacGyver?
Rick MacGyver, yeah.
Okay,
For information.
for information, Larry? All in favor? And that's carried. And then Alberta Environment and Protective Areas, protected areas.
I'll move that we receive for
And
information.
Matt, any discussion on that?
We got a lot to be worried about by these
Yeah.
things.
All in favor?
What do
Okay.
you have recorded at home?
Pardon?
What do you have recorded at home that you gotta go and watch?
We're just ripping through them. We're gonna be out of here by 20 after 7, man.
Oh, Ryder's excited this
Oh.
morning, tonight. Okay, Municipal Affairs, Minister MacGyver again. Municipal Federal Agreement Letter, December the 14th.
I'll move for information.
Chris?
Do we have any federal agreements?
We have 2, I think.
Which ones are those
The
in?
RCMP and
Oh.
Canada Post, I believe it was.
Oh, okay. Nothing all that interesting.
I heard
Okay,
Canada
any
Post was
discussion
private,
on
not
that?
federal anymore.
Pardon me?
No, it doesn't
It's never stopped me from saying it before.
matter. Yeah.
Go ahead, James.
No, it had nothing to pertain to, I just thought Canada Post was private, not federal anymore.
Oh, I thought they were still a Crown Corp.
Yep, there's still a crowd.
Are they?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought they were. That's good.
Okay, all in favor? And that's carried. Okay, Alberta Seniors, Community and Social Services.
Receive for
Matt?
information.
For information, any discussion? All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, other. On-call report.
For information.
Larry moves. Any discussion?
Yeah.
James?
Go ahead. Oh, well, I just see here in the month of October, November, and December, there's a lot of, unless I'm reading these colors wrong, miscellaneous after-hours calls. What would get lumped into a miscellaneous after-hour call?
We We can get back to you on that one, I can give you the information, Tony has it in her office.
Anybody else? Chris?
So, refresh my memory, so as soon as the phone is answered, then we gotta start paying wages, is that correct? Or they get paid a few dollars, not a few dollars, they get paid a set amount of dollars a day that they have
In this
it.
case, this is the directors and the managers, that we carry the on-call and we rotate it through.
Right,
So, once we receive a call, depending on what the call is, and if we're coming out or not, then we would, accumulate,
overtime around, okay. So only if you take the call, or whoever takes the call, only if you then deem it necessary that somebody needs to respond, then it costs us money.
correct. So
Okay.
if there's like a water break or whatever, we would call out Public Works.
If you deemed it necessary,
Yeah.
which I assume would probably be
Well, I would hope any
necessary.
water break would be considered necessary.
If there's a call like for the arena, for like a hockey stick or whatever, we would let them know that it would be available the next day.
Right.
But for the more serious ones, water, sewer, those kind of things,
Mhm.
then we would call them out.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor of that? And that's carried. Municipal Managers Report.
Move for information.
Chris? Any discussion?
Looks like the fire department was busy last
Mhm.
month. I guess I got more of a comment than something. I was talking with a resident over the holidays in the home hardware, and he was very upset with our lack of bylaw enforcement from his perception. I'm not saying that it's still happening, but he said that there's been multiple calls from them to the bylaw officer and lack of any sort of action. And so I said, well, I will pass along those concerns, but I would highly recommend you get a hold of town hall.
Correct. I would need more details too to
Hmm.
That's-
ascertain
That is
response.
literally the extent of the information he gave me. It was a 5-minute rant, but that was the extent of the information that was included in there, so, he's not very happy. I see that our bylaw officer was busy this month, but, is there, like, I guess you guys never ever give us these stats, but is there actual enforcement going on, or is it just a lot of conversations?
It's a combination thereof. First responses to try to get compliance through discussion, which is largely responded to well.
Okay.
Perhaps you can provide me with a name after?
I don't know his last name, I just know his first name.
That would be difficult.
Yep.
Okay. Any others? All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, landfill graph. Larry? Any discussion on that? All in favor? And that's carried. Okay, council important meetings and events?
For information.
Okay,
Anybody
Matt?
going to the State of the City?
No.
I forgot about it.
Do we have a GPC meeting this month, or is there nothing to talk about still?
There has not been scheduled yet.
We haven't had one for a while.
That's, I haven't minded, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. Okay, all in favor? And that's carried.
it would be next week if we did have one though.
Okay, do we need a recess?
Oh, it's been so long.
man.
Jeez. Like,
I'll move us into closed.
Eric just got comfy.
Thanks for coming out, Eric.
Discuss regarding our retired employee Bernie Backer. What is it?
Yeah.
As per policy
092.
092?
To provide the
retired
employee,
It's long service.
Yes.
In the amount of,
Total amount of $1,420. Because I can't remember what the breakdown was.
700 and 720.
Okay, any discussion on that? All in favor? That's carried. Chris? Oh, Matt?
It's been a while.
Nobody should.
What was your hand up for, Matt?
To go, for adjournment.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Matt has made the motion. Any discussion on adjournment? No, there's no discussion. All in favor?
Well, there could be discussion.